To achieve this style, I only used 1 pack of this jumbo braided hair. There were 3 sections in this pack. I used 2. I am on my last. Here I will show you guys how I separated my hair. I will take it down the middle and I will cut directly in half. I will set one section after I cut it in half aside and work with this one other side. So there's 2. So out of these 2, I will be able to get maybe 10 braids out of the whole section. So I'm going to separate it into 5 braids. So this is 1 braid. This will be 2 braids. Next, I will have 3, and then 4 and 5, so on. So of my half section, I have 5 braids. Actually, I may be able to squeeze 7, and I will show you what I mean by 7. So here you want to basically just stretch the hair a little. Give it a little stretch. And then I will separate it into 2 or 3. I think it'll be 2. This 1 piece I'm going to set aside because I'm feeding it in. And then that's my second piece. And then I'm going to keep the thicker piece for once I get to the end. That'll be the last feeding. When I mean the end, that'll be the last. So I have 3 separate pieces, 1, 2, and 3. They get small, medium, large. Then I'm going to separate my blonde hair that I'm going to attach at the end, and I'm going to separate that into 3s as well. So you want to prepare and have your hair ready when you're doing your braid so you can just keep it moving. So I set aside the 3 black pieces, and I'm setting aside the 3 blonde pieces. So here I will be using my olive oil hair moisturizer, and I will apply it from my ends to my roots, from my roots to my ends. And I want to make sure that my braid section that I have sectioned off is fully saturated. This is a protective style, so it's okay to oil moisturize your hair. Well, it's in your best interest to do so. Once my hair is fully saturated with my moisturizer, I will begin to braid my natural hair. I will feed in the braiding hair onto my natural hair. If you know how to braid, this will be an easy step to feed in. But you want to blend the braiding hair with a piece of your natural hair. So the braiding hair is going to attach to 2 of your 3 pieces of your natural hair. So you would just add it in like you're just continuing braiding. You don't stop. And the last piece that you add in will be your thickest piece. And you will basically have a 2-to-1 ratio. So 1 of your natural hair will be left alone when you add the braiding hair in, and then you just keep braiding down. When you get to the end of that braid, you want to leave a little hair and add the blonde pieces. And you're going to do the same feeding method. You're going to add the blonde hair to the end of the black hair. And you're going to do the same exact thing by adding the blonde hair to 2 of the 3 black pieces that's left available to you. And you just continuously braid down. So it's just a feed-in method. If you know how to feed in, you're good to go. Because you're braiding the end of the black hair, say if you didn't catch a piece of the black hair with the blonde, you're just going to continue to just split the blonde hair that you have to give it 3 pieces of blonde. You should be left with 3 pieces of blonde hair and braid all the way down. When you're braiding your hair yourself, you want to go braid by braid and trim those ends off. It will save you time and it will ensure that you have a clean look, lovely, knotless, braided style. Trust me. So this is what I mean of the 10 pieces. I will be able to have 14 braids, because one of the pieces, which was the 10th piece, I cut in half. So here I have one of the 10 pieces from the half that I cut earlier in the video. I will show you guys how I take one of those pieces and I cut that piece in half again. Because my hair is black for that little bit, I'm able to start my blonde a little sooner. So to stretch out the hair, what I did was cut one of the 10 pieces in half, and I separated these pieces into 2. And I began braiding the same way I did before. Start off with my natural hair after I moisturized it. That's very important. Moisturize your hair, ladies. And then I started braiding and added in the 2 pieces that I have set aside. Once I make sure my part is clean and nice and straight the way I need it, I will begin braiding. Once I start braiding and I separate it into 3 pieces to ensure my 3 natural pieces, 2 of the 3 pieces will be able to receive a piece of the black hair. I will braid and then I will feed in my second piece that I set aside, and I will continue to braid down. And once I get to the tip, well, I had 3 pieces set aside for this one, which with the 3rd piece is always my thickest piece. So whether you separate your hair in 2 or 3, the weave hair, you just add it in the same way you do. And then when I get to the end of that piece of hair that I'm braiding, I will add, well, here I'm going to cut as I go. I'm going to add my blonde piece in, and I will continue to braid down. And you will repeat the same thing on the other side. This is the other piece. 1, 2, and 3 will be my final. And I do the same exact thing. After I moisturize, I will separate my natural hair into 3. I will begin braiding. I use my mouth to hold the hair, and that was my first piece that I will feed in. Then I will grab my second piece that's set aside. I will feed that in, and then I will feed in my final 4th piece, braid all the way down, add the blonde, and so forth. Please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, give a thumbs up. Enjoy.